Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Rose here. So it has been a little while and I apologize. I don't have makeup on. I don't feel like doing my makeup. I don't feel like doing nothing. As most people in the United States and around the world, we're all stuck at home. So going a little bit stir crazy. Yes, I am. However, we are doing a review today and I've got 3 things for you all. So first, which I have unsubscribed to this book subscription. So we're talking about LitJoy today. I couldn't take it anymore. Every time I needed something from them, customer service at first was great. And then, you know, once this whole virus thing started, they really showed their true colors. They're very disorganized. And I'm just not, I wasn't happy with the overall customer service that I received. So that being said, the box that I am doing today is the Chain of Gold limited edition, pre-order, special edition, whatever. So first things first. When LitJoy decided to do this, which was back in December, I had already pre-ordered this book. I'm a huge Cassandra Clare reader. I've got every single book of the Shadowhunter series, Clockwork series, and then also, I guess you would call them like after the Shadowhunter series, City of Bone. I don't even know what you would call that other, but it's like 3 other books. So I got this. I ordered it from them. I canceled my pre-order that I had with Amazon. The book was released on March 3rd. Which was prior to all of this shit happening. So there's my one problem. 2, they did send you updates in an email telling you that, you know, with stuff happening over in China, that some things are being delayed. Fine. The book is out. Give me the book. I want to read it. That's the reason for me pre-ordering. All of the other extra crap I could care less about. Send it at a later date. That's what you should do for your customers. And if there's anybody out there that doesn't agree with me, I'm sorry. But I understand I pre-ordered for all of the stuff, but situations are what they are. If you can't get them out to your customers, you're not making the customer happy, you're delaying process, and that's just, it's not a good scenario. So, that being said, I finally get an email, which is on my phone. Finally get an email stating, oh, your item is being prepared to ship. That was on March 24th. March 24th. Didn't see anything. Went back on the 26th. It says, okay, so we shipped your item. Great. It's coming from Utah. I'm in Jersey. I'm not, I mean, I know it's across the states. And I know, like, with all of this, the UPS has become Pony fucking Express. So, needless to say, it took 3 days for my package to even finally get scanned in to the Utah facility. Meanwhile, I've been contacting LitJoy going, you sent me tracking information, but it says that the post office is still waiting for that box. Their response was, oh, well, you know, there were a lot of boxes that got scanned in, so maybe yours didn't get scanned in. No, bullshit. The day after I called them, guess what miraculously happened? Oh, my box got scanned. This is the second time that this has happened. It's not the first time. So finally, I'm like, okay, Utah. Normally doesn't take that long. 3 days. Great. Took over a week to get here. Finally got it on Friday, April 3rd. And I'm disappointed. Sorry about that. So I'm disappointed. Come to find out, they didn't ship these priority mail either. They just shipped them regular media mail, so this takes even longer. Again, from a business standpoint, if you want to keep your customers happy and you want your subscribers to keep giving you that $40 a month, this should have been sent priority mail. I mean, we've been expecting it since March 3rd when the book got released. If I would have had my Amazon pre-order, I would have gotten it then on March 4th, the next flipping day. okay, I wouldn't have gotten, like, and the book, we'll get into it. Anyway, so, needless to say, here I am. We're going to open this, and then I'll tell you even more about why I'm disappointed. So, first things first, the book is not signed. You get this signed card, and the signed card just has a C and a C. Kind of looks like a G. So, here's the signature card. It is got a sticky back, so you remove these two things, and then you can put it into your book. So, sure, I guess I can do that. Rather have just bought the book from Amazon and then went to wherever one of her book signing was and physically got a copy. But okay. Next thing we got was a print. And this is just of a hornbill. It says hornbill right at the bottom. And then he's looking up at the sun. Well, it looks like a sun. And then like this ghostly hand kind of a thing. So the print by itself, it's really nice. It says LitJoy exclusive. Big deal. It's not really worth anything. They also said monthly adult book subscription, you get a discount code. So if you guys want to try LitJoy, I'm very biased, so don't go with me because I've had bad experiences. But if you want to try them, get 15% off your first subscription with book sub 15. So here's that code. Go on there, get a book. Good luck. Next thing we got was this. It's not even a letter. It was supposed to come with like a letter from the author. There's nothing even on the back of the picture. There's nothing here. This is my dearest, dearest Cordelia. So this is a letter. Much love, Innes, I guess is how you pronounce the name. I don't know. But it's in very old script. And this just looks like it's an extra edition. Like something that might have been mentioned in this book. And you actually get like a copy of the letter. It's okay. It's not on any kind of a parchment paper. It doesn't feel like it's old. It's just like on some thick cardstock that has some splotches of ink. Doesn't even look authentic. It's okay. And then it came in this big thick envelope. It's just okay. So the biggest holdup was this book sleeve hadn't come in yet. So meanwhile, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we're going to get a book sleeve. This is going to be awesome. I could go ahead and use it with all different other books. Book sleeve, right? Anybody else that is or does book subscriptions, you get a book sleeve. It's normally like cloth. You can shove a book in there, put it in your purse, put it in a bag, whatever. It won't get ruined. That's what I was thinking. Guess what? No. You get a box. Okay, so you've got some gold foiling and you've got a rune. And then on the back, you've got some word, which I'll read to you. And then on the side, we have Cortana. So here it just says that I am Cortana, the same steel and temper as Joyous and Darudal. I can't pronounce that name. I never have been able to. Anyway, and then the reading on the actual box says, we do not forget to choose. Oh, we do not get to choose, sorry. When in our lives we feel pain, it comes when it comes, and we try to remember, even though we cannot imagine a day when it will release its hold on us, that all pain fades, all misery passes, humanity is drawn to light and not darkness. So that's what it says here on gold foiling. So, and then your book is tucked in there. Same book cover as any other book. Says collector first edition. Great. You know, nothing different with it. Oh, Dark Artifacts. That was the other trilogy I was talking about. So, you know, on the back still shows you all of the Immortal Instrument series, your Infernal Devices, which is like your Clockwork Prince, Princess, and then the Dark Artifacts, which Lady of Midnight, and then, you know, all those. So this one is, I believe, this is book 1. So here's my thing. This is the book sleeve that they were waiting on. What the fuck is this? What am I going to do with this? Like, it's not like I can use this for other books. It's specifically geared for this book. However, this is book 1 of however many. So if it's book 1 of 3, how is this going to house anything? It's going to house one book, and then the other 2 books, if they don't do a fancy box for them, are just going to sit next to it. Like this doesn't make sense. So they waited an entire month because this didn't come in yet. They were waiting for this book sleeve to come in. I'm sorry, have I missed something? I must have missed something, because if it was a cloth book sleeve, I totally get it. Not really, because I would have, which I had asked them several times, just ship me the book, take all the other shit, and ship it to me separately, which is what you should have done to begin with, because you wouldn't have been getting such a shitty review right now. You might still have been getting a shitty review, actually, LitJoy, because this doesn't make sense. For instance, if I were to point you over in the direction of my huge bookshelf, you've got books of the Immortal Instruments. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that came in an entire book series in like a box like this. And then the 5th or the 6th and final book that came later because it was huge. You know, that doesn't, of course that doesn't go with the box set, but this is kind of like a box set, right? I mean, this is what you get, like, when you get a book series in a box set. That's exactly what this is. This thick piece of cardboard with some pretty gold foiling. I'm not impressed. For $40, I don't think it was worth the extra money. I would have been totally fine just spending the 20, 30 bucks, however much the book was, right from Amazon, and getting it a month early. A month. I mean, it got released March 3rd, and I didn't get it until April 3rd. An entire month for me to get a book that I had been waiting for since December. All because they didn't get this cardboard box. I mean, seriously. Somebody over there at LitJoy has bumped their head and lost their brains. I'm not thrilled. I'm glad I've canceled my subscription with them. I am looking for a new subscription, and somebody in a previous post had said that Fake Rate was pretty good, so I've been watching them. I've been following them on Instagram to see kind of like what stuff comes with their boxes, how their books are, and other people's reviews, and so far I'm okay with them. So we shall see. I haven't decided yet when I'm going to go ahead and get a book. But that's my first review. Sorry if I've offended anybody that is totally in love with LitJoy. And if you have any questions or comments regarding my rant, please leave it down in the comments, because I will be more than happy to read them, take your concerns or comments into consideration, and then replying. This is the next book that I am set to read. So, again, with this, you don't get a double cover. There's nothing fancy about the cover. It's just the book. And then, as far as the book itself, you do get some, like, colored pages with some of the people probably from the story, possibly. I haven't really looked at it to know who we're looking at. Actually, I probably know most of those if I want to sit here and really look at it. And then as far as the book goes, you're looking at, let's see, how many pages are we looking at? And then of course the print is huge. So, so we're looking at 582 pages for the book. And then also we have Will and Tessa's bonus story, which is at the very end of the book, right here. Which I thought that this was supposed to be some kind of an exclusive as well, but it's an exclusive for the book. Everybody that got this collector's edition gets that. So the additional story, you know, is a couple pages long, but that's very nice. And Will and Tess are from the Infernal Devices or the Clockwork Princess series. So, yeah. So we'll go ahead and read this, and I will leave a review of the book as soon as I'm finished. So there is that. Now, give me a moment and I will go get the 2 books that I read during the month of March, and we'll do a quick review of those. Okay, so the first book that I read at the end of February, beginning of March, was The Merciful Crow. It says give them fire, give them fear. If you guys like magic, and you like, I would say if you liked the Red Queen, or if you liked the Shadowhunters, well, not even really, I would say, no. I would say if you liked the Red Queen series, or even the Bone Witch series, sorry, I'm looking at my bookshelf, you'll definitely like this book. This was a great book. I could not put it down. You have, the crows are actually people that deal with plague, Black Plague. So they have that, you know, crow mask on, and they basically are at the very bottom of the totem pole, out of the whole chain, from your queens and kings, and then down to your gentry, and then so on and so forth. So, you have the one girl who is a crow. So her and her flock go out and help the towns with any of their plague victims, kill them if they have to, and then they burn the bodies further away and get paid. But in this, you get that the queen is trying to kill off her son, basically to take over the kingdom, and he fakes his own death. So that's about as far as I'm going to tell you. But it was a really interesting book. It was great. You had a hidden love story, but you had a lot of intense on your seat what's going to happen next, and I really did like that. And then also, you know, I love it when you get this huge reveal, whether it's in the middle or the end of the story, and then everything kind of clicks together, and you go back and you just kind of look and you're like, holy flip, how did I not see that? So this definitely has that. Loved it. I just finished this today. This is called We Hunt the Flame. This book was pretty amazing. So this would go off of magic. So kind of the same thing like your Red Queen series. I would say Bone Witch. I would even say like Red Rose Rebellion definitely reminds me of this book. But this is basically, I would say, like taken almost over in India, because everything is very desert and hot. And well, I get India only because of like the names and stuff. They're and I think even the author maybe well, I mean, she looks, you know, she's like in that whole drab stuff. So but that's the author. So but it's it's great. Magic was taken from the kingdoms, and there's this huge evilness that is threatening to take over the entire world or country that these people live in. And you have a girl who's able to go into the darkness and come back, where others go in and they're lost and die, or come out and they're mad. And then same thing, Crown Prince is then sent to kill her because he's an assassin, which is pretty dark. And then you get this, again, like a revelation towards the end of the book, and it's just kind of like, holy shit, I did not see that coming. Didn't even see that coming. So, altogether, great book. Underlining love story, of course, so that's always nice, but you won't be disappointed. I really did like this one as well. So one other thing, just to kind of click off my list before I read this, my one coworker who we love reading books together and kind of trading them and feeding off each other, like when we read something. So she has been trying to get me to get this series, and it finally came in, but it is called Shadow and Bone. So if you guys have ever read this, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. My coworker basically read all 3 books in one weekend, or not one weekend, 1 week. So I'm quite excited. I just got all 3 of these in. The saddest thing is that they're all in paperback, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And yeah, so I'm going to start reading Shadow and Bone today, and we'll see how far I get with those 3 books, and I will come back with that review also. If you guys have any book recommendations as well, provided that I don't already have them, which I will definitely check. And if I do, I'll let you know. And if I don't, then I will look into getting them. Be more than happy to see what kind of book recommendations you have. So yeah, so that's it. My ranting is done, and I'm excited to read some new stories and be locked up in the house. So I hope you all are staying safe and well. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to me. Have a great day.